Hello everyone, Gabrielo. Welcome to the roundup on the Yellow Corner with myself, Madam Chair. Gabrielo, get to Bralong. Okay, Bralong.
Okay.
Kishab. This is actually not the first episode we shot this year, but the other one couldn't air. So let me say it again. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope 2023 is very, very prosperous, and I hope this episode are really technical difficulties.
I hope so.
Yeah, same here. Yeah. Anyway, Tinsan.
I didn't say. Didn't tell me child. Didn't tell me child. Let's talk all of fella, but
Marapusha.
We'll hang in there.
And I see your parents keep us the great.
This is my friend, man.
Oh, John Black.
The great one. This is a great one.
Yeah, no, he will
Master
always
drama,
be
yes. Always. We shot enough for us, Gugu.
Anyway, before the Toma. Football for you in 2023 so far. Sundowns for you in 2023 so far.
Well, what a well-oiled machine.
Okay.
Yeah. I think this machine, it was a baby when Motsepe took over around those 2003.
2003.
So he was just pampering his baby.
Okay.
Year in, year out. He was trying to figure out what to do until he got it right. He got the right coach as years went by, because he hired and fired.
Yeah.
Because he wanted someone who can bring success to the team.
Yeah.
Until the certain year in 2012, he bought someone. He worked his magic. 2013 onwards, it was Mamelodi Sundowns all the way. You understand? So after 3 years he was there, 4 years, 3 years, he won the Champions League. You understand? So he pushed it. Then apparently he wanted to pursue other things. Then we let him go, but those he left behind are still busy putting in the oil and polishing it. So it's a well-oiled machine. It started long ago, because at Sundowns we wanted success even during the times of Natasha Tikla Zona.
Yeah.
We always wanted success, but it was far. But now we are always safe. We cried many years, you know that. The stadiums, people were not coming, Loftus were not coming. It was long and the others, but...
I know, but we're gonna the success of Mamelodi Sundowns now.
Yeah.
And it seems as if it was an overnight thing. You know? When Coach Peter came to Sundowns, we were 15th on the log.
Yes.
We finished 9th that season.
Yeah, we missed the top 8, yes.
We finished 9th that season.
Yes.
There were many years of tears. There were many years of Chiefs bantering us like
yes.
So it serves us right to actually enjoy the glory days of Mamelodi Sundowns.
You know, I always say now I'm not gonna be right around the bush. I'm gonna tell you straight. We're gonna dominate. I don't know if people can realize that, because honestly speaking, this past weekend I was at home. I watched all the PSL games that were played. I don't watch Chiefs play. When Chiefs play, I don't watch them. But this past weekend I watched when they played. I watched the Golden Arrows game, Pirates game, Chiefs game. Those games, when I watched them, these teams are far. Yeah, the level that
take a while to
the level that we are at, they are far. Because someone in our group commented that I even changed the channel when I was watching TS Galaxy on Wednesday in Marumo Gallants. These teams, it's a long way. To make Sundowns is a long way. As much as the Chippa coach said, you know, we need resources like Sundowns in the PSL, because we are driving Fiat Uno 500. They are driving Lamborghinis. So you won't match. Even on the highway, if you are driving a Fiat 500 and I'm driving a Lamborghini, who's going to reach his destination first?
Obviously the
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini.
You understand? So I always say, and then I don't budge about that. I always say, on the first day of the league, I always say that, like this year I said, 2022, 2023 champions, Mamelodi Sundowns.
Okay.
Because that's how I feel, and that I know it's going to happen like that. Even our Sundawana fan blog guys, they know that. I always tell them, during the first game we played, I watch the game, then I assess that game, then I say we win the league.
Okay, but let's get into the games. Let's start with the Pirates one, 2 days before we got into 2023. if I'm not counting that Black Label Cup, it would then be the game we played Pirates since Barkla Pilego. Yeah. Do you think that 2-line score was enough to call it revenge?
A win was enough, to be honest. I don't. Right now, as Masandawan, let's not care about the goals, because if you check how many chances did we create during the Pirates game, it's a pity. I always tell people after the game, I told some guys, I said it's a pity the pitch was not playable, but we managed to play and score 2 goals. If it was a sunny day, like they say, the sky is the limit, I think we could have scored 7 on that day.
Nah.
Yes. But we scored 2, but it's reasonable. But the Pirate knows that 7 was the scoreline for them, but unfortunately the weather didn't favor us, because the ball always skidded too long. When they pass through passes, it skidded too long. So if you can't get it and get something, then just be happy about what you got, because 3 points were in the bank.
Yeah. Wait till there's this rumor, or especially during the time of Coach Pito. Coach Pito made us believe everything he wanted us to believe.
Yes.
MTN is a preseason trophy. Yes. We are slow starters.
Yes.
And I think, at least for me, there's a bit of anxiety with the FIFA break. We're gonna come back, and what if we don't hit the ground running? But that was not the case.
When you sit in the street and you talk about Sundowns, because I live Sundowns, I breathe Sundowns. Remember, they went to FIFA break. Our coaches went to Qatar, and the boys went home. I think during the first week of December, they went back to camp. I think Sundowns is far, because if you check, we go to preseason before other teams.
Sure.
So during this World Cup, they went to Polokwane for preseason. They were preparing for Pirate. They knew they want to prepare for Pirate, and they prepared very well. So I can't say we had preseason cups, and since Pito left, that slow starters take.
It's really.
Yeah. I see the guys now, they want to hit the ground running during the first game.
Which is good.
Because I think that the thing that is that the other teams, they have given us too much respect.
Nah.
Yeah, they have given us too much respect. They know very well we are going to play just for the sake of playing. If you can see, if we played Pirate like that on the 30th, and I know from wait go that we're going to beat Pirate. Come any given day, Pirate doesn't match up. They say they are league contenders. When the season started, they showed them a glimpse of them. They say they are league contenders. I said to people, you are lying.
Okay.
Right now, Super Sport is hitting the ground and they say they are league contenders. But already, always, it's either the points gap is about 10, it's about 9 from the second position. And remember last time we won the league with how many points? About 16 points.
I can't remember.
15 or 16. So, if number 2 is way beyond which point, is a problem.
Okay.
Because if you even now check our goal difference, it's 26. And number 2 is so many goals, 6 difference. So that's 20 goals apart. So it means we are doing something good. And then I don't want to comment too much about the technical team, because it's still the same guys.
Yeah.
It's just reshuffling, but I'm telling you, Roland is still taking instructions from Manuel. Because Manuel is a well-oiled machine as a coach. Roland is learning, but he's there. But with Steve and Manuel there, he's going to become great.
Okay.
Because if he was alone, the respect from the players was not going to be there. But because he's got mentors behind him, then that means we've got something going.
So, solid.
It's solid. People will talk. Media talks. Mangoba is not going anywhere. And he told people, I'm not going anywhere. I've got a mission to finish here. And that mission is to win the second start. So, there's no way Mangoba will go to Royal AM. He'll stay put. He knows. And remember, coaches, they talk. You can't say Pito doesn't talk to Mangoba and Roland. They talk because they work together.
Yeah.
So they want to keep that thing. And Pito wants them to succeed. He doesn't want Roland to succeed alone. I think when he left, he told them, I want you as a unit to succeed.
Yeah.
You understand? Hence, he even wrote Compella there.
Okay. No. Let's continue with the games.
Yeah.
First game of the year, Mamelodi Sundowns versus Swallows. Swallows, they just sit back, and even when you look at the stats of that game, if I can just read it out, Sundowns had 80% ball possession.
Yes.
Swallows had only 20% ball possession. Sundowns made 677 passes, whereas Swallows only made 166. But quadruple these stats are Swallows, right?
Yeah.
And Sundowns still managed to get a 2-0 win.
Yes.
I think, is this a message enough to teams to say, low block or low pakabas, I decided to go Sundowns?
I remember we had a problem when Peter was there. When teams parked the bus.
Yeah,
we couldn't even penetrate.
Yeah.
And if they catch us on the break, we are dead. You need to look at the games that we lost. They parked the bus, they caught us on the break. Remember the TS Galaxy game? It was a counter-attack.
Yes.
Straight, 1-2, square pass, goal.
Yeah.
We couldn't even penetrate them to score a goal to equalize. That's how they played their low block and they closed us very well. You come to the Super Sport game because we played them in the MTN 8 the week before.
Taxi and then Ryan.
Then if you check, they also played the low block, but with caution. Hence they managed to score a goal on the break. Then it was 1-0. Jiggy, it was 2. They will only open them up in the second half, only in the referee's optional time. Time was not there when we scored the goal. So I think Manova, Steve and Rolani. And then also we need to thank our analysts. I think they analyzed all these teams very well, especially teams that play a low block, knowing that they're going to catch you on the counter. They analyze them very well. Hence, even if you see the 2-0 scoreline, you must know we opened them up. Even Swallows, we opened them up, then they started opening up. Because Midan Derby knows when he plays us, he needs to catch us on the counter.
Yeah.
Even when he was at Celtic Marisburg, he did the same thing.
Yeah.
It's either if we draw with the way, knowing that they scored first, we equalize. So, if I check the Swallows game very well, Swallows played very well until when we scored them.
They didn't play.
No, they played very well at the back. Hence I say they closed.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they played very well.
So they closed well.
They closed well. Let me say that they closed well.
Okay.
So that they can defend well, so that we don't penetrate them. We tried our passes, those interchanges, small passes, but never opened them until that goal came. Then that's when they opened up, trying to attack to equalize. Hence we got the second goal. But as I'm saying now, our team is very well now. Hence I say, well, machine, we can penetrate teams that are playing a low block. Even if you check it, as much as we say the stats, always when we play our games, we must check how many passes we complete. No matter we play Pirates, we play Chiefs. We are always above any team in the PSL. You can go and check the stats and check up to so far which team has more completed passes in the PSL, which team had more ball possession.
Now we're averaging above 85%.
Yeah, you understand? So, if you check, I think, in all our players, I don't know, we can't say we have I saw this number 11, Allende, has clicked very well. He started very slow, but now he's a kind of, he's a Mushishi player style.
He's Sheldon.
He's Sheldon. Hence, he finished about 2 games in a row. He finished. I think he played 90 minutes 2 times now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I see there's a glimpse.
There's direction.
There's direction there. I think he can understand what Rolani wants from him. Then he's doing the same. So, even when we substitute, the players that we put in, sometimes, even Rolani said that during the Swallows game, he said, I didn't want to substitute anyone because I saw the boys playing very well.
Yeah.
But I had to substitute just for them, the fatigue and stuff. Remember?
And also the games are coming.
Remember February? Right now it's about 7 games now in January that we're gonna play. February is CAF. Week in, week out is CAF. So that one, I'm happy that the boys are collecting points.
Because he said now we're spending more time on the road than on the field.
Yeah, because I think there's one game that he said before we closed last season. He said we didn't train.
We just went from game to game.
From game to game, we didn't train, but the boys played very well. Then we won. Understand? So training must not only go to Roland; it must go to the players.
Yeah.
I think even the transition and the reshuffling didn't affect the players.
I think if anything, it made things better because sometimes when you have like a clear-cut leader, and like the hierarchy is clear,
yes,
then it just makes things simple.
simple.
Yeah. But let's go to the Richards Bay game. Open game.
Yeah.
Richards Bay cameras. You could see why they're number 2 on the log.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you looked at that game, they were playing. It was an open game. But then again, Sundowns does what it does best.
Yeah, I think Richards Bay, don't underestimate them. They're a very good team. Straight from promotion, they're in the top 10. Let me say top 10 in the league. Top 10. I'm not saying top 8. Top 10. You understand? And they found teams in the PSL that are struggling now.
Yeah, and they surpassed them.
Yeah, so they hit the ground running. I was just thinking maybe just a fluke when they collected points. But I said to myself, if you come into the league and collect points as much as you can in the first round, then you are safe.
Yes.
So I think they were pushing to get to at least 30 points. Knowing that now we are safe, now we pray to qualify for top 8.
Yeah.
But already they have passed that. They are far from that now.
Yeah.
They see now, they can see.
But when I care,
yeah, it's like Royal AM when the status was bought in, they played very well.
Yeah.
But now you can see they are struggling because of the changes then. But Richards Bay, with the limited resources that they have,
they're doing very well.
Yeah,
They're
teams
doing very well.
didn't come back with anything from Kingswell Stadium. Even the bigger teams, even if they went, I don't know. But many teams, they came back with nothing. It's either you come back with a point or you lose. And if you check even on the road, Richards Bay on the road, they collected more single points than 3 points. Meaning that they know when we play away, let's fight for a draw. If we win, it's a bonus.
Yeah.
So I think as Sundowns, as their co-coach said, during our game, the first half, it's like he was watching PlayStation.
Yeah, he said like, at some point I felt like I was watching PlayStation.
Yes, it's Sundowns for you, you know. But you can say that door is locked. But let's get him here. Master key. You understand? So they have a key for everything, you know, because you can see now even Keisha's Milo is getting the momentum. Because I tell people, don't get hyped up because he's scoring.
I was also about to say, you know, I looked at, you know, the 3 games you just spoke about, Tlholo's, Pirates, and Richards Bay, and I'm like, Keisha's Milo is finally getting there. He's gelling in, and you know he's young. And one thing about Cash Money, he's a smart player.
Yeah.
Right? He knows how to read the game. He can position himself in the best way to score a goal. Right? And that's what you want from a striker. Ne? And then come the Chippa game. Yeah. And Shalulile came in. Yeah. Ne? And you know what I immediately said? He's going back to the bench. Not because he's not good enough. Yeah. And I think if anything, Kishas has proven that he's good enough to start in a Sundowns lineup. Right? But after they brought in Chalulile, then you realize what you missed. Yeah. It's like, phew. And because Sundowns has so much quality, Chalulile has been missing for long, but we've been scoring.
Yes.
We've been scoring.
Yeah, even though it was not one consistent scorer, it was different.
Yeah,
scorers,
it was different. Yeah. But we've been scoring, we've been getting the results, we've been playing well without Shalulile. Yeah. But he comes back and you're like,
yeah, because if you check, no one can replace him. He's his own master in his own way. Because even on Tuesday, when we played when he was coming in, when we were singing there, I just said to someone,
and he scored.
I said to our second goal is coming in now, and he said, "Why?" I said, "You know what? Just watch the space. Shasha is gonna score, and then the game is done." And then he scored, man. But I'm gonna tell you this: Keisha's is there is fine, but remember, there's only one player who's good with the high press. It's Shalulile.
But you know one thing I loved Keisha's, that we don't get to see from Shalulile. Shalulile is such a hard-working player. Yeah. Right? Like, he goes to Highway Soccer and everything. Yeah. But I think for me, what is a breath of fresh air with Cassius is that we score the simple goals. Yes. You don't get that for Shalulile. Yeah. Shalulile doesn't score simple goals. Like where you see, you just needed to tap it in. Yeah. He just comes out with fire and it doesn't. And I think for me, that was such a breath of fresh air with Cassius is that you know, he can read, okay, Keeper might throw it back and I need to be in the best position to score the goal. He sees, okay, I need to be in this position just to tap it in. I think for me, I love that about Cassius. And given that he's still young, he still has years in this football game. And I mean, he's already cemented his place for Sundowns. So you can see Horman.
But you need to know, Sundowns is Sundowns. You can say Cassius is good, and after the next season they say they loan him. Such things happen. Because Cassius' game, he needs to improve. I think his decision making. I think it was during the Pirates game. He was supposed to score. He wanted to pass one.
You
and then there's another one. This other one also during the Pirates game. He fell on the ground. Then he wanted to kick the ball, whereas he didn't even balance himself. But for him to hold the ball and stand up, it was one score. And that one Shalule can do with a blink of an eye. So I think decision making, he needs to improve on that. And then also, he needs to play simple football. If he knows that his skill is not like Temba's one is his skill, he needs to know, okay, this time I pass, this time I try to shoot and score. This time the angle is closed, let me open up. Let me push them back so that I can pass and have space. Because if you can check, he's spacing very well. If you check the Richards Bay game, he was spacing very well. You understand? And to check the goal of Domingo, he anticipated. I like a player who anticipates. If you check Shaluli,
you can read the game and see the ball 3-5 touches from where it currently
can know if that guy shoots. Let me say, if Temba's one shoots, he can deflect to that position. He'll move to that position.
But you know one thing, I guess I think Shaluli.
Yes.
Two things actually. One, the falling. I don't like the falling. Two, the offsides. If you've noticed, when we've been playing Cassius, we don't get a lot of offside calls. Shalulile, every 10 minutes the flag is up. Every 10 minutes the flag is up. So you can see there's things we like about this one, and then there's things we like about this one. But
I can also say the offsides are caused by your delaying of passes. If you delay a pass, the player moves, then
and then get offside.
Because I even told Kens, I don't know when I said to him, we miss someone like Tom Podika, who can read the game before he has the ball. Already, Tombo could identify a runner before the ball comes.
Before the ball even comes to him.
When the ball comes, already he passes, and then that person is gonna score. So we need someone in that middle of the park who can.
I think we have not like Trompa, because Trompa is a very unique player. But you have a Sipombule, and he contributed towards Shasha's goal. Tuesday.
Yes, that's why I said for him, he's also fast. Sipombule with fitness is also fast. I think there are certain aspects of his game he needs to change. He needs to train hard. We need that Sipombule who came to Super Sport as a youngster. When he was playing with Temomukena, they showed something. It was a powerhouse. You understand? I think we need that Sipombule. He needs to forget about it. He needs to play football. Show us that, you know what, I'm that Sipombule. That was a Super Sport at a young age. I can still do miracles.
But I think with a team where you are getting, with this tough competition, Sundowns is more like a make or break team. You fight for your place or you sink. Right? So I think we'll see Sipombule rise again. I think we'll see. Another player I want us to look at, Mtobimval. I love, and Coach Rulani said this as well. He says he loves stories like Samtobimval. Because he goes from one of, if not the most hated player in Mamelodi Sundowns, to being a darling of the supporters. And I think it just comes to show you, one, trusting the process, two, playing a player in a position where they can give you the best possible outcome. Because I think Mtobimvala as a 6 was not the greatest. And now I'm one of those people who believe, I strongly believe, Mvala had Jonas Sundowns Nelukom. As a common no. But I believe Navada Sundowns Nelukom. And you can see, even with the progression of his game, he's not comfortable on the ball. There's so much positivity that you can throw towards Mvala's game. And it goes to show you there is coaching happening at Mamelodi Sundowns.
I can say to you, if you play with the best, you're going to become the best.
Sure.
What I can say, if you remember when Kulisem came in,
I think he was worse than Mvala.
Yeah, you understand. Yes. But within a period of 6 months,
he was
improved. And remember,
he's coming in the best
always do it. We said, where's Tlholo Morena? Manoma always put him there.
Yeah.
Because they knew his qualities.
Yeah.
And then remember, Bukuliso level like Bukapinga, when you say, I think Rolando coach they made the development of Sundowns. But you know, you move and you come back. So Kuliso was so poor. He didn't even have one cross. His crosses were poor.
He was very poor.
Yeah, but he improved within 6 months. From Toby, now for my, honestly, I was always defending him. Because I always say, if Sundowns sign, they know why they sign. Yeah. I have a problem with players. Mutobi cannot get home. But you know, I said to people, Konje, we need to support Sundowns.
Yeah.
Let's not hate players because it's. I even said to them, tomorrow I think when days go by because you hate that guy, I must come to the stand seeing wearing to win Valas here. You understand? I want to see if you're gonna throw stones at me. You understand? Because I said to them, I'm gonna go to Mtobe and say, can you give me your jersey? I want the players to be a darling. I want you to be a darling to the supporters when I wear your jersey. So you understand? So Mtobe now, to be honest, he's a Linda Muterezi type of player on that 6th position. He's a tackler. He's hard.
He disturbs.
Understand? Because when he was at Thailand, they'll tell you, just disturb your number 6. Whoever distributing the ball, disturb. And then he will make sure. That's why if you check Highlands Park, sometimes we beat them 1-0, 2-1. You understand? This last game before COVID, remember that. They closed us down until we went to extra time, until Makala got
10 minutes. Yes, Komakulong. I remember.
You know,
we scored I think 92nd minute or something.
Somewhere
like
there, extra time.
Yeah.
Mutobi was there in the middle of the park. You know, I think now they don't call him Predator for nothing. He's a Predator.
No, he's amazing, man. And
I'm happy about this game. It has improved. And I have a brother at home who always hated Mutobi. But he's a guy in Vala. When he sees the study, I said, support what the coaches have chosen. Maybe the game playing once Mvala does starting lineup.
Yeah.
You understand? Because remember, Mvala is not old.
No, he's not. He's like what, 26, 27?
26, 27, something like that. Mvala is not old. So if Jali is 30 something and then Mvala is 20 something, we need to.
Then obviously for the sake of succession,
and then remember,
for the sake of progression.
You also even Mvala is playing that position at the back, and this guy who's injured is just an injured guy from Morocco. Because I saw I saw his glimpse. He's good at that position. Yeah, no, he's good. He's good and he's 23. He's 23. So you can see how we are younging the it shows in Sundowns, no one is guaranteed a position. If Mtobi excels, he excels in that position.
No, the regularly grant the position.
And then also check Lewusa is still there.
There's still Lewusa.
Yes, you understand. So you know, it's a huge job for them. But I'm happy Mtobi has cemented his place. I'm happy the coaches switched him to another position so that they can see what he can bring out. And remember, if you can take man of the match during a Paris game, then you are destined for greatness.
No, definitely.
So Mtobi is destined for greatness. Let's watch this space. He'll also be a captain of Sundowns one day. And then last player I wanted to talk about now. And I am saying this while eating humble pie because I was not a fan. That signing annoyed me. But I'm glad I have been proven wrong. Yeah. Ronwen Williams, the streak has been broken. Yeah. But I think no one can now say Ronwen Williams is not a Mamelodi Sundowns quality keeper. I repeat again. If you come to a team that has quality and best players, you're going to become your best. Remember, at SuperSport, he was number 1. Yes. And then he always rested on his laurels. He knew I was always on the star. Unless I'm injured, I can't play. Yeah, because I remember there's a time Barry, he went the whole season playing every game. Yes. I'm like, it must suck to be a keeper in the team. But
Because Sundowns, it's really been amazing, man. How many clean sheets in a row?
He made 7.
7 clean sheets in a row.
7 clean sheets, yes. He made 7 in a row. And then during the Richards Bay, it was a 7 clean sheet. He only missed out now by Chippa. But that one, on personal terms, is his best record. Like
yes.
he called Onyango in a way, I think. They said he called him.
I think Onyango is 6.
So he had 7. That is his personal best. Because him and that guy from Richards Bay, they were on level 6 clean sheets each.
No, I think almost 8. I think Yana Richards Bay level 7.
Yeah.
And then Yana Afeta, I am
But
8.
yeah, he had 6 consecutive.
No, 8 consecutive clean sheets.
Yes. You understand? So.
And it's 11 clean sheets in 15 games.
15 games. So I can say to you now.
That's a lot.
No, I can say to you now. What motivates him is because he's got Kennedy Mwene. He's got Tony Onyango. They're not beating these guys.
Yes.
You know what? They know. Onyango knows he's close to retiring. So you know what he's doing? He's making sure Ronan must push. You understand?
Yeah.
Because I think the level of understanding from the coaches and making the players understand their roles.
Yeah.
You understand? You can build Onyango to become the next goalkeeper coach at Sundowns. You understand?
True.
You understand? You can build Mwene to be the next goalkeeper coach. Riyad Peters is there, but I think because Riyad, maybe because of the discipline that he has, I think he's gonna stay there.
Yeah.
As a backup in a way. You understand? Remember, you still have Jody February is on loan, he's still young. Ghost is on loan. You understand? Those are our keepers. We still have this young keeper from MDC. I think they loaned him out somewhere. So it means we have quality there. So that means Ronwen is there. That number 1 is his for now.
And he must fight.
He doesn't
to
sleep.
keep
And then,
it.
to be honest, he's fighting.
And he is. He
know,
really is.
During his interview when he came, he said, I want to associate myself with champions.
And
then I came here so that I can succeed and win.
Wait till no, ne? Can I look confidence we can go anywhere in CAF with Ronwen. I was scared about it. I thought I didn't have that confidence, but I think the performances, and he's made some amazing saves in his clean sheets, you know. I think now I have that confidence. I can take Ronwen anyway. Little World Cup.
No, there's this friend of mine, if he's a supporter of Supersport, we always said Ronwen is the president. We called him the president. I was his supporter all along, to be honest, when he was at Supersport. Because of this friend of mine, I had to support him, and then that's when he told me the things and whatever Rowan can bring to the game. When Rowan came, he called me, he said, Mata, President Tota for me. So we are not bitter because he's a Pretoria boy from a Pretoria team coming to a Pretoria team, then it's better. But hence I say to you, if you associate yourself with the best,
you become
more better, and then
the thing is, you know, when you're a good player, like when you're a star player in a small team, right, it's easy to be overlooked.
Yes.
Right? But when you take that stardom into a big team, then we know you are good.
Yes, that Ronan is good. And then it's not only credit to him, his back four.
Yeah,
the cover that they have in the back four.
Been amazing.
Because
they have been amazing.
To show Sundowns is playing as a team. I saw Alende defending a goal on Tuesday. He was on the floor, he flipped it with the head. If you watch that insect only, you'll see that we are playing as a team. Someone said we are using Moti because Chippa made the goal and Ronan was not in that.
Hey, that goal.
That one, yes. Ronan was not. Yes. I'm talking about that one.
Yeah. Long.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you 5 questions.
You
pick one. You don't think about it.
Yes.
You don't take too long.
Yeah.
You don't explain yourself.
Okay. 5 questions.
5 questions.
I must pick one.
You must pick. Go to every question, you pick one.
All right.
Okay? Question 1. Rulani or cockroaches?
Rulani.
Okay. Question 2. 6-peat or Champions League?
Champions League.
Okay. Question 3. Which captain? Zwani, Charlie, or Ronwen?
Zwani.
Okay. Number 4. You lose to Chiefs and win the league. Ne? Losing by a heavy score, 6 or up. Or you win against Chiefs and lose the league.
Win against Chiefs.
League company. Okay. Last question. in one season, ne, you win Champions League, MTN 8, Black Label, ne, in one season. And then you will not win anything for the next coming 3 seasons, ne? Or you win the league 10 times in a row, but never get past quarterfinals of Champions League.
Win the league 10 times in a row.
Win the league. Brala, thank you so much for being part of this episode. Comments fan vlog. So thank you so much for
I honored the invite, and then I said I must not disappoint you.
Hence
I came in. But remember last time with the technical glitch, you said don't come in having technicalities. So,
after when I disappointed you 2 times, let it be on record. More than 3 times.
3 times.
But thank you for finally coming.
I'm sorry guys, family matters, you know. But I'm here, guys. If you need me,
he's here.
Tell
He
her
gave us a great episode.
She must call me. I'm around. I'm not far from her. I'll come back, guys. If you need me. If you hate me, you must tell me no. Don't come back. I'll never come back. Kilongwale Sandawana. Orata Sundowns of Italamotwa High. Liena Wait or Sundowns.
It's before Yena. Guys, let's tell but never borrow.
So I guys. Mopela she knows. Kerata Sundowns too much. Even if I don't have money to go to the stadium, why is I always say, if eating, I stay. Guys,
thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching. I will be with you guys next week with another guest. And thank you, Pralong, for joining us. From me, Madam Chair. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, leave your comments, follow us on social media, follow the Yellow Corner on social media, follow me on social media. The handles will be at the bottom. Thank you so much. Bye. I love you.